Following the launch of S2, Thr Ankr's Internet Bond Launchpad announced the launch of the Avalanche Bond, a AVAX-B wrapped under an ERC20 token. But what's an Internet Bond? What exactly is it that the Internet Bond does? Hey crypto lovers, it is Crypto Billionaire, your friendly neighborhood crypto and financial education channel. In today's video, we'll discuss Internet Bond and Ankr's announced product. Stay tuned until the end of the video to get the whole thing down your mind and soul. So let's begin with the video. On December 1st, 2020, the decentralized internet reached a critical milestone with the first official launch of Ethereum 2.0. At the time of writing, over $7.9 billion or 3.7 million ETH has been deposited in the S2 deposit contract to bootstrap the security of the new Ethereum chain, offering financial exposure to what would become the new base layer of the internet, Web 3.0. This signals strong demand for a new type of asset class, which yet remains to be defined. But we'll try our best to keep it simple. Historically, it was difficult to participate financially in the development of the interworking protocols that form the basis of the internet. Web 3.0, however, flips this on its head. Decentralization, a core tenet of most proof-of-stake POS blockchains, requires wider participation of both capital contributors and labor. Participation in these POS protocols involves collateralizing value for the right to work and providing security to the network in return for recurring rewards. This process is widely known as staking. Despite its technological advancements over the past few years, the blockchain industry still lacks a unified collective understanding of and terminology for the new asset class represented by proof-of-stake-based tokens. This lack of definition is a hurdle for the maturation of the blockchain industry and adoption by new entrants. In order to persuade new institutional entrants to get involved, we must leverage existing knowledge and language from traditional finance and equip interested parties with the tools and valuation methodologies to assess the risks and returns associated with proof-of-stake chains. Internet bonds, a new type of rewards-based digital work agreement, and the introduction of a risk-free rate in the decentralized Web 3.0 economy are the critical steps to instigate this broader participation and push the blockchain industry to the next level of the adoption curve. Internet bonds offer a conceptual framework for understanding and valuing these new types of digital work agreements between the lenders of capital and resources and the protocols operating on the base layer of the new internet economy. Akin to traditional bond structures, Internet bonds represent an agreement between the bond issuer, the protocol, and the bondholder, the validator. However, unlike traditional bond structures, Internet bondholders in Web 3.0 are lenders of capital, labor, resources, and owners of the network at the same time. Internet bonds on S2 require a deposit of 32 ETH as collateral, creating a contract that promises rewards based on participation in the network. These perpetual cash flows are contingent on the ability of depositors to maintain a validator that remains active and behaves honestly in the network. So what's an Internet bond? An Internet bond is a new type of reward-based digital work agreement that can be best described as a hybrid perpetual bond with debt and equity-like characteristics. In its mature state, the annual reward rate is anticipated at 3% to 5%, presenting an interesting opportunity at a time where interest rates and government bonds are approaching near zero or even negative rates.
Avalanche is designed for other people to convert whatever they might have in their hands into a tradable, worldwide, reachable good. And so this allows us to, and do so in a compliant manner, in a legally compliant manner. So this allows us to have many more use cases than other chains. So approximately the Avalanche value proposition, and it's been a fun ride. Avalanche is relatively new. It went mainnet in last September. So at the time that we were talking right now, it's been about 6-7 months.
Currently, Avalanche staking generates 5.11% in staking rewards. At the start, Ankr will run 2 validator nodes with an unlock period of 1 month with a 2-week deferred starting point to make sure that there is a window to repay users willing to redeem their AVAX-B into AVAX 1:1 every 2 weeks before starting a new 1-month staking period. StakeFi users will allocate AVAX to StakeFi, which will stake AVAX in Avalanche validator nodes hosted by Ankr. Ankr will charge a 2% service fee on the staking rewards, which is the minimum delegator fee applicable on Avalanche staking. Avalanche Bonds Launchpad functionalities during the initial phase. The Avalanche Bonds will share similar functionalities to S2 Bonds, ASC and ASB, which is providing liquidity to stakers and connects staking rewards to DeFi. Similar to AFB, AVAXB will be a reward-earning bond, meaning that rewards from Avalanche staking will be distributed daily through positive rebase. In other words, users of AVAXB balances will increase daily in every holder's wallet. AVAXB will be the same reward distribution through rebase as ASB. Even if you know a little about the traditional banking system, you'll get the whole concept behind this. So, StakeFi is the platform to earn staking rewards in multiple ways. Internet bonds, pooled staking, parachain bonds. StakeFi Alpha is the platform to identify additional revenues across DeFi platforms. StakeFi provides a simplified staking experience for users of proof-of-stake POS networks and requires no specialist expertise, machinery, or hardware to get started.
Settlement is actually payment in the blockchain, and that's part of the benefit going forward. And that's why in the financial services area, a lot of people are thinking of how fast the payment system and the rails can be, because if it is done that way, look at equities, there's T+2, used to be T+3, you can unlock a lot of trapped capital, and then that will in theory give you better IRR because you don't have to tie up your capital. But the question as to how soon the financial services industry and who is out there that can help part of the benefit of DeFi.
Not being able to reuse the bonds. This is a big commitment of approximately serving as a validator $779 and as of August 1st, demanding a high degree and is a significant barrier to there many crypto are high financial penalties. Keen to run a node if an invalid transaction is wrongly validated, or if a node goes offline. Individual participants Ankr stake smaller amounts of crypto asset solutions collectively designed to ease complexity and enable mass adoption with a range of opportunities for anybody to get involved in staking with minimum commitment costs, immediate access to liquidity, transfer of risks to Ankr experts. Ankr staking solutions are comprised of pooled staking. Stake a minimal amount into a micro pool of your choice, currently at 0.5 S minimum, BNB or 1 BNB minimum. AVAX, no minimum amount, reducing barriers to entry. Node staking, customized staking nodes, enterprise. Internet bonds, additional benefits on top of pooled staking. Receive internet bonds automatically as soon as your stake is finalized. These can then be redeemed and utilized in a range of passive income DeFi opportunities such as arbitrage trading, lending, yield farming, yield aggregators, etc. So, Ankr's solution not only solves the problem with traditional bonds, but with internet bonds of mammoths like Ethereum as well by lowering the entry barriers and making it easy for the people. Overall, in our opinion, it should be a viable option against Ethereum for most people. How about you guys? What do you think? Will you be willing to invest your savings in said no-risk bonds against traditional financial options? Let us know your thoughts in the comments below. And do like this video if you enjoyed our content. And lastly, I don't know what it is that you're going to do with that red color button below. Keep this button in the freezer oven or staking node? I don't care. Or simply click it until it becomes gray. Your choice, but it must be changed from red to gray because I don't like that red color. Hit that bell icon as well if you don't want to miss any updates. But until then, peace out.